Saving lives, preventing disease, and reversing disease. You are listening to Dr. Richardson On Call, brought to you in part by the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine, William Richardson, MD.
This program is not being used to make diagnosis, administer treatment, prescribe medications, or order tests. The information contained is provided as an educational service. This program is not a replacement for the relationship you have with your healthcare provider. If you have concerns about your health, please contact your healthcare provider's office immediately.
Hello, ladies and gents. This is Andre 3000, one half of the group Outcast, and you're listening to Dr. Richardson On Call on WCLK 91.9 FM.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.
Hello, good evening. This is Dr. William Richardson, and I am again inspired and honored to be your host on our preventive holistic medicine program on WCLK's Community Forum. Each month throughout the entire year of 2000, we will be on WCLK every first and third Wednesday, airing from 6 to 7 p.m., where we take in-depth and stimulating looks at the major health issues facing our community today. And we will be discussing the truth by revealing up-to-date, compelling facts, figures, and statistics about many topics, from mainstream medicine to holistic healthcare. Most importantly, we offer extensive recommendations on quality medical care, disease prevention and treatment, nutrition, diet, vitamins and minerals, cleansing and detoxification, immune system enhancement, herbs, lifestyle, internal, external exercise, and natural alternatives and complementary therapies. On this show, we request, encourage, and really demand your participation. That's because this health forum is your show. So we require and appreciate your input. Go on and ask your important questions and give your valuable commentaries on the major health medical challenges facing our community today. Again, I'm your host, Dr. William Richardson, a board-certified medical doctor with over 16 years of experience in general, internal, preventive, family, and nutritional medicine. My role on this show is to facilitate our listeners in the how and why of making intelligent health choices in medical care, nutrition, diet, natural alternatives, vitamins, herbs, exercise, etc. Also, I, as always, am joined today in the studio by my brother, John Richardson, who is the writer, researcher, producer for this show. And I owe you many thanks. Thank you, Brother John.
And thank you, Brother Dr. William Richardson, and welcome out there in Radio Land, as I, John Richardson, am also honored, inspired, and highly motivated to assist Dr. Richardson in expounding the benefits of holistic preventive medicine, healthy lifestyles, diet, nutrition, stress management, as well as complementary and alternative therapeutics. And, of course, we invite you to our next exciting show, Wednesday, April 5th at 6 p.m., where we will look at prostate cancer. That's right. We're going to look at prostate cancer. In fact, we're going to do more than look at it. Did you know that prostate cancer is the second leading cause of death due to all cancers? Did you know that prostate cancer is the #1 occurring cancer afflicting men in the United States, other than skin cancer? There has been an amazing 600% increase in new cases of prostate cancer since 1985, which, by the way, is the fastest rise in a specific cancer type detection ever recorded. Wow. In 1996, it's more than that now, but 1996 statistics show that there were 300,000 new cases of prostate cancer, and over 41,000 men died due to this epidemic. Did you know that 1 out of 5 males in America will contract prostate cancer? Now, for the African-American male, the picture is even more bleak, as usual. It's 1 in 3 African-American males will contract prostate cancer. We will discuss on our next show the symptoms of prostate cancer and other prostate dysfunction. We will review the probable causes and known risk factors of the prostate cancer. We will tell you how to prevent prostate cancer.
That's really important.
Yes, it is. We will examine how prostate cancer is detected and how early detection can save your life. We will also point out some shortcomings, big time shortcomings in conventional testing and conventional treatment that leave out a lot to be desired. We will review the conventional treatment options available and the holistic alternative therapeutics and some cutting-edge books and information that is out there on the market about prostate cancer. Folks, you're not being told everything about cancer, hardly at all, and definitely not being told how to prevent it. So join us in our next show, April 5th. That is a Wednesday at 6 p.m., where we will be discussing the #1 feared disease by men, prostate cancer, how to prevent it, and a holistic protocol that combines the best of medicine and all effective healing therapeutics. Thank you.
Now, I would like to quickly turn to our topic for today, and that is cleansing, detoxification, and building a healthy immune system. We all, I'm sure, aware that springtime is almost upon us, a time when Mother Nature is at her best. Birds are singing, the sun is shining, the temperature is rising, the grass is growing, and the flowers will be blooming. It is also time when many of us experience allergies, colds, flu, headache, nausea, and basically a change in our body chemistry. What we may not realize, however, is that many of these so-called springtime illnesses are an indication of our body's attempt at cleansing and detoxification. In fact, the whole subject of cleansing and detoxification is probably the most misunderstood and least trusted natural functions of our natural functions that our human bodies perform to keep us alive and healthy. Again, detoxification is probably the most misunderstood and least trusted natural function that our bodies perform to keep us alive and healthy. Furthermore, the earth that we live on struggles every day with constant cleansing and renewal. All creatures, including humans, live according to the truly wondrous principles of cleansing and detoxification. Furthermore, cleansing and detoxification allows our bodies to restore balance when the imbalance becomes too great and threatens our lives or equilibrium. Sadly, most of us have no understanding and no gratitude for this essential life-saving process occurring within us. For when our cleansing and detoxification systems are working properly, it is in fact very difficult for you to get or remain sick. And we can attest to that ourselves personally.
Yep.
With the flu type syndromes, etc. especially. Cleansing and detoxification is your body's natural way to get rid of waste or toxins, and it occurs daily in some form or another. Tears, urine, mucus, sweat are all examples of body cleansing that we regard as very normal. But the body has other normal ways to eliminate harmful substances by giving us such disruptions as colds, fevers, flu eruptions, skin eruptions, and we've been taught that these are always bad and need to be suppressed. And that reminds me of a time when I was going through detoxification, and Russell put me on a liver cleanse, and after the third day, I had all this mucus coming up. I called him up. I said, hey, I thought this was supposed to make you feel better. And he said, remember that extra piece of bread you ate? Remember that extra whatever? The
Pizza,
mucus?
whatever,
yeah.
ice cream.
Yeah, it all has to be paid for an hour later. So you get rid of that now, and you don't get the tumors later, you see?
Yep.
But these symptoms do not necessarily need to be suppressed. In fact, nothing could be further from the truth. The body's designed to rid itself naturally of toxins and waste, but when we take drugs, become dependent on these drugs to prevent elimination and refuse to change our lifestyle and diet, etc., refuse to exercise, refuse to rest and relax properly, eat too much fast junk food, constipating, refined food, overly processed, chemically polluted water and well as food, we end up poisoning ourselves by not allowing our bodies to cleanse and detoxify, thereby driving these toxins and waste deeper and deeper and deeper into our body's systems. This process in turn weakens our vital organs, including the liver, gallbladder, kidneys, spleen, pancreas, heart, etc. Once our vital organs are sufficiently weakened, they then lose their energy to eliminate toxins and fight disease, which means we get sick. Finally, we should realize that cleansing and detoxification are a key element in the ultimate healing of any disease. We must realize that cleansing and detoxification are a continuing step-by-step phenomenon of natural forces that drive impurities away out of the body, impurities resulting from the poor quality of our diets, environmental pollution, or our unbalanced emotional lives even. Yep. Disease, on the other hand, occurs when the body loses its ability to cleanse itself and gives up the struggle to remain pure. It's another way of looking at things, folks. The cleansing process is very simple. When the organs of elimination, like the liver, lungs, kidneys, and colon, and skin, become overwhelmed with impurities or toxins, these toxins lodge somewhere in the cells, tissues, or muscles, usually where we have genetic weaknesses. Another example, the fifth way, is that right? Fourth way to get rid of toxins would be the menstruation. Mm-hmm. So then fibroids would come from toxins accumulated in that particular area.
Good.
And women would have that. Good. In an attempt to maintain integrity, the body organizes a cleansing. Okay, the body organizes a cleansing, forcing the toxins out in some disruptive form like cold, flu, fever, rash, pimple, acne, and other illnesses, quote unquote. If this attempt to cleanse is artificially and temporarily stopped by a drug, such as antibiotics or cold medicines, the toxins are driven deeper into the body. Now, we're not saying that medicines are not necessary at certain times because the symptoms may be too great, or you may, on the mucus coming out, actually have bacteria start growing on it, okay? With each attempt at cleansing that the drug suppresses, though, the major organs step by step give up a little of their fight until, with time, they give up altogether, becoming diseased, chronically diseased, not acute. So the first disease is acute, is usually elimination, and if you suppress it enough, it can become chronic. And that's what happens in victims of cancer, heart disease, chronic fatigue, candidiasis, and other immune system disorders and other chronic diseases.
Yep.
Okay, drugs are obviously necessary and valuable, as I was saying many times, to pull us out of health emergencies when our body's own healing mechanisms have shut down. But all too often, our society is far too dependent on drug therapy to temporarily solve our health problems, such that we refuse to change our lifestyle, diet, nutrition, etc. Our fast food, junk food, TV, 30-second sound bite answer, Hollywood quick fix, let some expert help me mentality deludes us into not looking for the root problems that cause many of our illnesses in the first place. And that is us. The root causes of many things are really us, and we sure do look outside ourselves on the other side of the planet, as we well know. But anyway, little reference personally. Remember, studies clearly reveal that you are 86% in control of your health. How are you 86% in control of your health? Because, let me state here and now, that the prevailing evidence states and reveals that improper lifestyle, faulty dietary habits, environmental pollution, yeast, candida, parasite infestations, misuse and overuse of medications, vitamin, mineral, nutrient deficiencies, and unbalanced mental, emotional states are 86% major contributors to health problems.
Very good.
As a medical doctor dedicated to the healing of my clients and the planet, believe it or not, I want to make it clear that cleansing and detoxification are key in maintaining health, well-being, happiness, and longevity. So,
folks, there's Dr. Richardson's rendition on cleansing and detoxification. It's a misunderstood subject in the medical community, in the media, all over the place. You see so many drugs suppressing symptoms, so many drugs stopping the cleansing and detoxification process, so many foods that we eat, stopping the cleansing and detoxification process, it's no wonder that cancer has become the number one scourge in our communities, in our country. And that's because the cleansing and detoxification facility is not working. Not to mention all the other chronic degenerative illnesses, digestive problems, heart and artery problems, all this kind of thing. It's about cleansing and detoxification. Left alone, the body in its natural state will regenerate and heal itself through cleansing and detoxification and rebuilding and proper nutrition and all this kind of thing. Yeah. But all that is being interrupted, and the people are not being told the truth.
So, I am here to tell you the truth, and that's what we're going to do right now. Now, what are the best effective ways of detoxification and cleansing? Well, you know there's many, so we're going to highlight some. Let's highlight one in particular called fasting. Fasting, which we do every night. We fast every night, and when we break it, we have break fast or breakfast. People and animals have been fasting for health and spiritual evolution since the beginning of our existence. Fasting comes in many forms, from water fast to juice fast, or to abstaining from different types of rich food, especially meat, dairy products, and processed grains like bread.
That's one of the things. People have a myth of fasting. You think you have to just drink water. You just have to drink juice. But, I mean, if you've been eating a particular food that is a problem, or foods that have been a problem, if you just take that out of your diet, that's a form of fast.
Yeah. Like a dairy fast or something.
A dairy fast, a meat fast, cheese fast, sugar fast, all these kind of things. Cut that out of the diet. That's a fast.
And there's different ways, different cultures. Eating one moderate meal per day is a form of fasting, as
Ramadan.
The Muslims do for Ramadan.
Right.
To abstain from rich food and to eat just basic fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables is a very beneficial form of fasting.
Phenomenal.
Fasting greatly accelerates our body's cleansing and detoxification process. Given the chance, the internal organs of our body, especially the liver, the kidneys, colon, small intestine, etc., will really respond and reset and regenerate our bodies. Give your body a periodic break from eating all the time. People don't realize the enormous burden that eating puts on the body, especially the fast, junk, fried, salty, sugary, fatty, processed foods.
And that's a caveat to what we just said, in that you can fast just from those foods and have yourself a healthy fast.
You can fast from fast, junk, fried, salty, sugary, fatty, processed foods.
Yeah. Some people, I'm going to fast. They've been eating all these foods, and I'm going to fast now for 30 days and this and that, and drive themselves insane and sick.
Yeah, because they have a lot of toxins, and you have to detoxify yourself before you fast, which is where our guest is going to come in with colonics and whatnot.
Right.
So we want to keep moving. But let me warn you against long fasts now. Yeah. My experience with patients and myself led me to believe that short fasts are very beneficial, especially when taking deep breathing exercises. And with long fasts, it's better to be medically supervised. And I fasted up to 40 days and 40 nights on juices. But you have to know what you're doing, and you have to prepare for it. Obviously, we could go on and on with techniques of cleansing and detoxification, but in summary, let's just list some well-known techniques that work, including juicing of fresh fruits and vegetables, enemas, liver enema cleansing with coffee, liver gallbladder flushes, including apple juice, lemons, olive oil, employing herbals that detoxify the internal organs, and supplements, peppermint, milk thistle, ginger, dandelion, aloe vera, slippery elm. Tissue cleansing through bowel management, colon cleansing, cascara sagrada, senna, etc., etc. Drinking a lot of pure water, eating as much live, raw, fresh, uncooked food as possible, which I do, hot baths with herbs, bath salts, etc., dry skin cleansing, heavy exercise, light exercise, sauna, etc. Finally, we have to consider the emotional side of cleansing and detox. It is well documented in the new science of psychoneuroimmunology that through techniques such as visualization, affirmations, prayer, meditation, spiritual cleansing, and reevaluation counseling, we can enhance the cleansing and healing process. So, in addition to cleansing on a physical level, we must also consider cleansing our mind of negative thoughts, impure thoughts and emotions, discharging them and replacing them with love, joy, peace, trust, and understanding, and divinity. This is truly a holistic approach because Surely we must comprehend that illness most often begins in the spirit, mind, and emotions anyway. Then this illness state of mind manifests itself physically in the body.
All right, what a treatise on cleansing and detoxification. Now we'd like to pull our guest into the mix, and what we're going to do is start by saying there's a technique called colonic therapy, colonic irrigation, which is basically a process of removing the fecal matter from the colon walls and diluting the bacteria and the toxic concentrations in the large intestines. The therapeutic effects are phenomenal. We have this therapy available in our clinic. We feel it's so important, and we've been doing this for some time, and we have an experienced colonic therapist in the studio. This colonic therapy used for constipation, diarrhea, hemorrhoids, intestinal problems, chronic fatigue, syndrome, cancer, arthritis, allergies, bronchitis, asthma, everything. So just about everything, quite a few things. So without further ado, I want to introduce Harriet Harris, colonic therapist in Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine, and she's also a massage therapist and a whole lot of other things. So welcome, Harriet.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Good to be here.
Yes, it's good to have you. What do we need to know about cleansing and detoxification from a colonic therapist perspective, etc.?
Well, I'm open to questions, but let me say, what would happen if you did not detox and cleanse?
Oh, my God.
And so we've heard of colorectal cancer.
Oh, you're starting at the
Yeah,
top.
That's where you that's where you can go if you don't detox and cleanse.
That's a popular kind of cancer.
And
Yes.
it is actually 90% curable these days. But my question is, how about prevention? And do you remember a woman, a celebrity, Elizabeth Montgomery? She was a woman on Bewitched.
Oh, yeah.
She died 8 weeks after she found out she had colon cancer. And of course, the most recent celebrity, the creator of the Charlie Brown Peanuts cartoon character, Charles Schultz, died 4 months after he was diagnosed with colon cancer. So diet is obviously going to be a big help. We hear that we need to have 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. So live
10.
foods,
Yeah, go ahead.
live foods give life.
Yeah,
And that's just the bottom line. So that's fruits and vegetables.
yeah.
That's right.
And so you have to ask yourself every day, how many fruits and vegetables did I have?
That's
And
right.
include water. How much water did I have?
Yes.
And you have to ask your children, and you have to monitor your children and say how much fruit, how much vegetable, because that's what's important. And bottom line, you will die from your own waste if you don't detox.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, this is good.
So, well, studies have revealed that a sluggish or constipated colon is usually the major contributing factor to many diseases and chronic health problems. And I want to include the whole list, if you could just bear with me.
Okay.
Okay? Abdominal discomfort, cold hands and feet, gas, irritability, nervousness, skin problems, anxiety, food addictions, headaches, menstrual problems, overweight, swelling of the legs, arthritis, chronic fatigue, insomnia, nausea, poor appetite, lack of interest in work and play, bad breath, depression, immune system dysfunction, loss of memory and concentration, protruding abdomen, and sexual response problems.
Now, all these are due to constipation and backing up and lack of cleansing and detoxification. Was that list again?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the sluggish and constipated colon. And
Now,
it's going to
we
be a
just want to
major...
say 80% of the people that come in our office, 80% of the people in America are constipated. We get some people have one bowel movement a week. You know, one bowel movement
Every 2 weeks.
2 weeks. One bowel movement every 3 days. Whatever. That's not enough.
So our office really, really wants to help the community.
We want to clean you out.
So what we're doing is starting a detox support group.
All right.
And we've been toying with this, but we really have to help the community. So what we want to do is support mind, body, and soul. And so currently there's no cost to this support group. It will meet the first Monday of the month. And so that first one will
And
be...
you're ahead of this, right?
At John's encouragement, we're going to have finally a detox support group. And We're going to meet from 7:30 to 9:30.
With the Detox Queen in the head of it. That's Harriet's new title, the Detox Queen.
The first Monday of each month. And so that's supposed to rhyme a little bit.
Oh,
and to support your mind, body, and soul. And everybody will have a journal because you're going to have to keep up with how you're progressing. And individuals involved in this group, and it's open for the whole community. Anyone could come, no cost, as I said, at the current time. But you have to be thinking about studying and seeking and choosing a path for yourself, for your good health. We have to recognize that humans have to look past the problem for a moment. Look past having a toxic mind, a toxic body, and a toxic spirit, and look into the solution. And the solution, very, very briefly, is people bringing up their love for self and bonding and flowing that love into each other and to everyone you meet.
Yeah, we'll get more of this after the break. We're going to go for a break. This sounds exciting, though. A detox support group. Wow, that's tackling the #1 problem in America. Dr.
Well,
Richardson.
we're going to go on a break now. We'll be back with Harriet Harris, John Richardson, and Dr. William Richardson. This is WCLK 91.9 FM. We'll be back.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show, designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.
Hello, folks. We're back on WCLK 91.9 FM, and my brother, John Richardson, has some announcements.
Yes, and tonight, folks, we're talking about cleansing and detoxification. We're talking about a major problem in America, constipation. 80% of Americans are constipated. How many bowel movements do you have a day? That's the question.
Or per week.
Or per week, yeah. Some people, 1 a week, 2 a week, 3 a week, 4 a week. None of that's sufficient. 7 a week isn't sufficient. You're supposed to have a bowel movement that matches the number of times that you eat during the day, and that's what indigenous, more native societies have. All right, so we're talking about cleansing and detoxification, all the modes, all the methods, and we have a colonic therapist, a colonic hydrotherapy therapist in the studio that you can ask questions about and ask us questions about cleansing and detoxification. And we also want to say, for more information on Dr. Richardson's medical practice, a free newsletter, upcoming radio shows, information on colonic therapy, this kind of thing, weight loss programs, whatever. We have a holistic preventive medicine practice. We're talking about cleansing and detoxification tonight. What we're going to do right now, folks, is get you involved. You know, it's springtime, and people's flus and allergies and all this is coming up. You may have questions about cleansing and detoxification. So what we're going to do is invite you to get involved with us. You can call us at 880-9255. That's 880-9255 with a 404 prefix. That's 404, 880-9255. You can give us a call right now. Of course, you can call us on your home phone, business phone, car phone, cellular phone, pay phone, or someone else's phone. Just be sure to let your voice be heard and get involved with us tonight. I'm sure you have a question about cleansing and detoxification. What are the best methods? What about colonic therapy? All this kind of thing. So, Dr. Richardson, you had another note.
Yes, I do have another note, and that is, there is coming up on Sunday the Great American Meat Out Vegetarian Food Fair on Sunday, March the 19th, and it's from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., and there you will find restaurants represented, live foods, book signings, door prizes, face painting, aerobics, cooking demos, and we're going to have a panel discussion at 2 p.m., including myself, in advance, 15 at the door. It's presented by the Black Vegetarian Society of Georgia. It's 770-621-5056, 770-621-5056. Kids come in with the adult pretty much for free or $1.
Good.
And it's really going to be great. It's going to be a good time. I encourage all of you to come. And there's also the Vegetarian Youth Support Group. I want to just say that. My wife is running that. and that's to teach youth about, just to have a support group. And you don't have to be coming, you can be anybody coming to the Great American Meetout. All people are invited. And to the youth support group, you don't have to be a vegetarian. We just want to encourage more fruits and vegetables and get people to taste different things. And that number is 404-629-2396.
Yeah, the point with all this stuff is not to separate, it's to unite. So, anyway, folks, the number here is 880-9255, 404-880-9255. We're going to go to the calls in a minute, but we're going to also hear from the colonic therapist, Harriet Harris, what else she has to say about us besides this detox support group thing going on. What is it, every first Monday of the month? Every first Monday of the month, right?
First Monday of the month.
Okay.
So the first one, April 3rd.
Uh-huh.
And I'm telling you, working with you two fellas is so good, and it's because of the mutual support that we have for each other. And so I just want to read 4 lines about mutual support. Our universe functions as a mutual support system in which each and every one in existence relates to and affects every other thing. Every person and circumstance in our lives is there to support us by reflecting back to us the present state of our circumstances. So despite the prevalent belief that we are naturally competitive and adversarial, we always have the choice to create environments that are harmonious, nurturing, and mutually supportive.
Yes.
So choosing to join with others who share a commitment to living in mutual support is both self-loving and empowering. And we at the clinic have always wanted to have a grassroots movement.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this support group will be our part in preparing for that, allowing that to happen.
Yeah, and that's one of several things we're going to do. The support is phenomenal. Something else you have?
Okay, well, I can...
Well, we probably should run to the calls and
Okay.
then intermix some more. But we do have Harriet Harris in the studio today, and she's a colonic therapist and a massage therapist and the detox queen. No, the
Yeah.
detox leader for the detox support group, which is going to meet every first Monday
First
of the month.
Monday of the
When's
month.
the next meeting?
April 3rd.
April
First Monday of the
3rd.
month.
Be
That'll be
there.
the first one, actually.
Yeah, that's exciting. Okay, we're going to run through some calls, folks. The number here is 880-9255. That's 404-880-9255. We do have a line open, so why don't you take it so we can get your comments on cleansing and detoxification tonight. Let's run to our first call for the evening. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
You're on
Hello?
WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thanks for calling.
Hello?
You're on
Hello?
the air.
Yes. My name is Hadia Nimmons. How are you?
Excellent.
Great.
I've gone through a detox program, and I've experienced the colonic therapist.
Uh-huh.
I went through a 12-week program.
Uh-huh.
But my question is, when do you think it's time to stop having colonics? I mean, isn't there a cutoff time when you don't need them anymore, or should you have them, regularly?
Okay. You want to have goals, and your goals really have to do with having good elimination, having your colon operate efficiently. And so you want to have at least 2 bowel movements a day. Of course, you want them to be a good length and all that. We have a detox program as well, and maybe that'll give some structure to the whole conversation for people who are listening. It's an 18-month span, this detox program. And part of that is to have a lifestyle nutritional counseling session with Dr. Richardson. So you're in the room with him for 40 minutes, and you come out with a printed program of what you're to do. And this thing is so complex and deals with the whole person. So sometimes it takes people 6 months just to get on board and read the books and take the first baby step. So that's why it's 8-month span. You also have a 40-minute tape where all your questions and answers are right there on tape from that session, so you can go over and over and figure out what he said and why he said it. It's so different from any other experience with a doctor. Most of us are so nervous. We go in and we talk to the doctor, and we don't even remember our questions that we had. It's just
Much
an
less the
intimidating.
answers.
Yeah, it's just an intimidating experience. So our detox program is much, much different. The other thing involved in the program is a comprehensive digestive stool analysis, and that's very important. So you can know definitively if you have something.
Yes, and the something would be candida, pathogenic bacteria. You can even also check for parasites and other stuff. Go
Okay,
ahead.
and along with that program comes 3 colonic series. So that's 3 different series you can have over an 18-month period. So you can come in, have that first colonic and see where you are, have a series. A mini-series would be 4 colonics. So you come weekly for 4 weeks. Then, let's say you go in and you see Dr. Richardson, and you get your lifestyle nutritional counseling. So then you work at what he's asked you to do. You do, and you get your CDSA, and the whole point is you have 18 months to do this. This is through the colon department, and the other one good thing about this program is you can assign parts of this program to your family. So it's too complicated to explain right here, but there are 3 series, and if you want to have a series, you want your husband to have one, or you want, then it's very flexible.
Okay, and what you need to know is, the goal is so you don't per se need colonics, and if you're living right, if you're eating right, if you're cleansing the type, if you're eating the fruits and vegetables, the live food, and all that kind of thing, not so many colonics are necessary. You go into a maintenance phase, that kind of thing. A lot of people don't want to change their diet, don't want to exercise, don't want to drink enough water, and they come in and get colonics to like rescue them from their toxic situation.
And then there's a stress thing, if you have, let's say, been thoroughly cleansed out, and then you run into some stress, and your elimination can slow down from that.
Sure.
And if that happens a few times, then you may need a colonic
That's-
again just because
yes,
of that. Because
yes.
ancient people didn't have that type of stress either.
Yeah, this
So-
is
Okay.
So are you saying that, in my case, I kind of feel like that after 8 years, I've had the cleansing, I've changed my lifestyle.
how do you feel?
I feel great. I'm
You
very
may not-
active, and I do a lot of things.
You
and-
may not need one, at this time.
Right.
You can just keep it in mind as a possibility.
So a colonic may not be necessary after you kind of changed your diet and you're on a lifestyle,
Right.
a different lifestyle.
Right. We're going to need to go to another caller, but yeah, it may not be. But remember, that stress can come and foul it up anytime.
Among other things. Caller, we're going to have to run.
Okay.
All right, thanks. The number here is 880-9255, 404-880-9255. Tonight, folks, we're talking about cleansing and detoxification and colonic therapy and herbal therapies and water drinking and fruits and vegetables and all this fasting.
And raw foods.
Enemas and raw foods. We got some lines open, folks. You may have tried to call before, but we do have some lines open now, so squeeze in. Right now is a prime opportunity to talk about this subject, cleansing and detoxification. 404-880-9255. Give us a call. Give us a call at 404-880-9255. We're going to run to another call. Caller, are you there?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
My name is Lucy. I was calling with a question. I know you've probably seen a lot about the echinacea trend and the green tea drinking trend, and everyone's been real into that. Well, I had a question about echinacea specifically. I'm actually allergic to echinacea, but I try to focus on homeopathic and natural remedies for detoxification and prevention before, taking cold medicines and getting sick and, things like that. Do you have any suggestions? And also, what do you think about the whole echinacea trend?
Well, I think that I think echinacea is a very useful herb, and I think people can be allergic to anything. If you're allergic to it, you don't take it. Homeopathic remedies, it's really almost impossible to be allergic to them. They work. You may want to take them. And then there's a whole lot of other things that you can do. Just because you can't take echinacea, there's other herbs, there's other detox diets and power things. I've treated people with complex infections of the tissues of the eye without herbs or drugs, using the master cleanse type phenomenon.
Yeah, and you also want to know if you can't do echinacea, there's tremendous amount of other herbs for the immune system. And if you get into a situation where you're having a crisis, golden seal on a short-term basis is phenomenal. Also, vitamin C is great. And also the proper diet is even more important than all of those. If you're eating a proper diet, and don't even mention raw juicing. If you do juicing, you barely get sick at all. Look at the juice man on TV, and then myself, I juice religiously every day and rarely get sick and that kind of thing. So there's many ways. one herb is not even an issue, because that's why there's so many other herbs and so many other options. So.
Okay, well, thank you.
Sure, our pleasure. Number here, 880-9255. We are talking about cleansing and detoxification. This is the Preventive Medicine Show on WCLK. Let's run to another call. Caller, are you there?
Greetings. Greetings to everyone. However, this question is directed to Harriet.
Yes.
All right.
Harriet, this is Zenobi. I don't know if you remember me, but you were like my first colonic therapist. And I must say you did me so much justice because a lot of people will read health books and think that they can do their own enemas, but sometimes it can be dangerous and unhealthful because they don't know what they're doing. Because prior to coming to you, I would put too much water and not, loosen it up, and they said it can be more damaging to the intestines. So it's good to go to a therapist, at least for the first time, to get some kind of idea of what's going on with your intestines. But I just wanted to give you a big up because you're a really wonderful therapist, and I've been spreading the word.
Well, I remember you very well, and the great thing about you is that you study, and you're a good student of health, and also you definitely are liberated in as on that path in mind, body, and spirit. So.
Okay, all that's helpful. Thanks
thank
for calling.
you.
All right. 880-9255, 404-880-9255. There are proper ways to do enemas. You do need to be educated on how to do that. You can injure yourself with just about anything, folks, even drinking water. 404-880-9255. Folks, we're talking about cleansing and detoxification tonight. Why don't you come and join us? We just had a line open up. Let's go to another call. Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there?
Yes.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson.
Hi, yeah. My name is Charles. First of all, I want to commend you on your show for talking about prevention in the African-American community. I think that's key. What my question is today is you intrigued me when you mentioned that the body's toxification can be a contributor to symptoms like asthma and allergies.
No doubt about it.
We have a family history of asthma, and I wanted to know what kind of results can I expect if I went through a detoxification program?
All right.
Yes, I'll be glad to answer that. You mentioned asthma. Asthma pretty much wasn't even on the planet 100 years ago. So that's one thing
Along
to know.
with all the other chronic degenerative illnesses, 99%.
And what you can get is, first of all, sometimes you can get complete abasion or just completely watch it go away, like Queen Afua did. I remember her book, Heal Thyself by Queen Afua. She was, we sell it, and she was having asthma attack, couldn't even go on a trip over the ocean to Africa and things, and she related how she really got rid of her asthma.
Right.
So that's a good book for you right there.
Yeah.
So you can get rid of it, or you can have a great amount of decrease in symptomatology, both in intensity and in frequency. Sometimes you can change your diet. Sometimes people have seasonal asthma related to seasonal allergies, and every year it gets better and better. So that's a possibility too. Also changing the diet, getting out the dairy and some of the other
That's one of the biggest culprits we find.
Can help have a therapeutic effect. So I think you could have a good therapeutic effect, and we wouldn't say just stop using medications that may be necessary at that
No,
time.
you may have to wean yourself off, and there's excellent herbs, there's excellent dietary regimes. Of course, the colon is the complementary organ in Chinese medicine to the lungs. So if you work your colon and your intestinal system, you're going to affect the lungs and the asthma, and then if you learn to meditate and deep breathe, there's so many things one can do. There's really no reason to have so much asthma. Harriet.
Okay, one other thing, water I know is going to play a big important role
Pure
with
water.
asthma,
Yeah.
and your lungs need a quart of water every day just for them.
Okay.
Okay, and
Wow.
so everyone needs actually out there 3 quarts or 3 liters of water every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the colon is related to the lungs in Chinese medicine, and
right.
and that's something that so you keeping the colon clean
That's
will
right.
actually
That's
help
right.
people. It's a reflex action.
Yes,
almost.
it is. All right, caller, we're going to have to run.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sure. 880-9255, folks. 404-880-9255. We do have a couple lines open to talk to you about cleansing and detoxification. Why don't you give us a call at 880-9255 with a 404 prefix. Give us a call. We got a line or two open. Let's run to another call. Caller, are you there?
Hello.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson.
Yes. My name is Rebecca, and I'm quitting smoking.
Good.
And
Congratulations.
and I'm wondering, is there any type of cleansing or detox for the lungs?
Very much so. We
yeah.
delineate that in our smoking cessation book. We have a book and a
Yeah.
video on
Okay.
smoking cessation. You may
Yeah.
want to get that.
There's
Drop
some
by the
great
clinic and
herbs
get
and
it.
that.
And there's the great herbs.
Yeah.
One thing brings to mind is ALJ.
ALJ.
Right, that's a Nature Sunshine herb. You can get it at any herb shop. And that has horseradish in it. It'll help detoxify the lungs.
Uh-huh.
Also, liver cleansing with liver flushes and cayenne pepper, lemon juice, and water. A little maple syrup is good. There's all types of formulas. You can expect some coughing to increase initially as the hairs, the cilia that beat, that pull the toxins out, actually
Right.
increase because the nicotine inhibits the function. So you need to do lots of water, lots of live foods, lots of fruits and vegetables. Stay away from mucus-producing foods, especially dairy products and meat.
And also, we recommend that all smokers get chelation therapy because, by and large, they have heavy metals all lodged up into their systems. And we're talking about cadmium and what else?
Lead,
Lead,
cadmium and lead
cadmium
primarily.
and lead from that smoke. And that gets in all the tissues and causes arthrosclerosis, a lot of things like that.
And cancer.
And cancer. And that is harder to get out of with your regular type of cleansing and detoxification. You need chelation therapy. If you don't know what chelation therapy is, we're going to have a show coming up on it, and we have tapes on it. You can call our office. So we're going to have to run. Caller.
Thank you.
Okay, sure.
Bye.
All right, we're going to run to another call, 880-9255. We just had a line open up just for you. We're talking about cleansing and detoxification tonight. Give us a call. Caller, are you there?
Hello.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Thanks for calling.
Hi, Dr. Richardson. I have one
Hello.
question. What type of detoxification would you recommend for a type 1 diabetic?
Oh, type 1 diabetic?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, type 1 diabetic, just for the audience, of course, is the usual insulin-dependent diabetic, usually in a younger person. So that's what we're talking about, right, caller?
Right.
Okay.
Well, really, it's for me. I've had it since
That's fine.
juvenile, at a young age.
Yeah, we have a whole program for that, and it would include detox. One important thing would be any extra, if you are over fat, you would want to get rid of any fat that you have that you don't need, because that will suck up the insulin. So exercise is going to be very important. And also, just general detoxification would be fine. You just have to know what you're doing. Make sure the doctor you're dealing with knows that you're doing it, and can, if necessary, adjust your dose.
Yeah, but what you want to know is to deal with the diabetes is a whole lot more to pay attention to than the detoxification piece that we're covering in this show. In fact, we have a whole program that we put people on, dietary, nutritional supplements, and a whole kind of mindset using stevia instead of sugar, all this kind of thing for the diabetic, where they can really reduce their need for the medication and have a whole lot less symptoms, if any.
We have a whole tape on that
Yeah,
you can
we
get
did.
from
We
us.
did radio
Just
show on it.
Drop by and get
Caller,
it.
we're going to have to go to a break.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, well, this is a lively discussion, and we're going to go to the break, and hopefully we will get right back, and we'll have some announcements and get right back to the callers. Callers, please hold on. This is WCLK Community Forum, 91.9 FM, and we'll be right back.
Hi, and thank you for listening to what was at the time Dr. Richardson's very popular and informative holistic, preventive, alternative health talk radio show, designed to save lives, prevent disease, and reverse disease. Furthermore, if you are interested and in need of a holistic alternative medical doctor, you can reach Dr. Richardson at 770-419-4471. That's 770-419-4471. And be sure to visit our website at acpm.net. That's acpm.net.
All right, we're back, and this is Dr. Richardson, John Richardson, and Harriet Harrison. We're talking about cleansing and detoxification.
We have a full bank of calls here. We're going to try to get through them and then end the show, folks. So keep your comments and questions brief, and we're going to keep our answers
real
brief.
quick, don't forget the Great American Meat Out, the Vegetarian Food Fair, this Sunday from 12 to 6 p.m. at the YMCA Southwest Branch at 2220 Campbellton Road. It's $10. We're going to be talking about the 7 sins of nutrition. It's going to be awesome.
What
folks.
date is that?
That's this Sunday, March the 19th from 12 to 6. And they're going to have caterers. They're going to have lots of food. Once you pay, you get in. The food is free.
You talk about meat substitutes, honey. Come on and show up to this
Yeah.
thing, man. You
And,
never go back. All right, we're going to run to the calls again. Caller, are you there?
I am.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson.
Thank you for your show. I'm listening to your show. I have chronic sinusitis.
Right.
And I went in the health food store this evening on my way from work and trying to get something to detoxify over-the-counter capsule.
Yep.
He gave me. Is that the best way to start out, or should I start it out with a colonic treatment?
Both, really. I mean, I would definitely get the colonic. I would definitely do like the Harriet said with her detoxification package. That's one of the most effective things you can do. And then, because we've had lots of chronic sinus problems in our clinic, and we, mostly, I mean, just about vast majority that we make them totally disappear. I mean, to be blunt.
And you want to know, if you don't address the colon, you might as well not even do that.
I've been on antibiotics now for 4 months.
Well, then now you have a friendly bacteria problem. You have candida yeast growing down your colon,
I would
among other
suggest
things.
you come in and see us as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Okay,
thank you.
bye.
Number? Oh, I'm not going to give the number because we're going to get ready to get off the show. Let me take this next call. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
You're on WCLK with Dr. Richardson. Please keep your comment brief.
My name is Warren.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I understand from books that I've read that the process the body goes through during detoxification, autolysis, that goes on just the same whether you fast on just water or whether you take in fruit and vegetable juice. Is that?
Yeah. I have a new video from the American Hygienic Association about fasting, and I think you can get great benefit from juice fasting.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Absolutely no question. It's probably less dangerous than water fasting. With water fasting, because you're getting no calories, you really have to have very little physical exercise except stretching. Little effort, no lifting, just really lots of rest, and it needs to be supervised. But I think it can be quite beneficial, and I do want to experiment with that with myself. You remember, like my brother said, you can fast off of meat, you can fast off of this. You can do layers of fast. You can start with just giving up meat, then dairy, then cooked food, then raw food. You can do this within a week. Go down to juices, maybe a day or two of water, go back up to the juices. There's different things you can do.
If you do water fasting, it's best to do it supervised and very, very carefully, but it is probably the most intense fasting and detoxification technique one can use in terms of fasting, but you have to be real careful. Caller, we're going to have to run.
Okay, but I have just one more comment about
very
the
quickly.
echinacea.
Very quickly.
Yeah, the woman who mentioned she was allergic to echinacea, maybe she was taking it more than 7 days.
Okay.
Echinacea and the herbs should be used more like a medication. Vitamins and minerals you can take every day. They're like a food supplement. But I'm pretty sure for what I've read that echinacea should only be used for about a week. Then you can go to another immune system builder like astragalus. If you use echinacea for more than a week, it can turn around and actually have the opposite effect on you and suppress your immune system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you do have to be careful with the use of herbs. You're not just supposed to use them just ad infinitum. Some you can use a lot longer, though.
But
Caller, are you there? I'm sorry.
Yes, brother. How are you?
Fine.
Good. You guys doing a great job.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm in my 8th day. Actually, I just came off of a 8-day fast.
Good.
And I'm doing nothing but it was suggested I just do fruits for this day. I guess my concern is coming off of this fast.
Yeah, right. You're right.
And not coming off too fast on a fast. And it was suggested that I do fruits this day. Tomorrow do salad raw, and the next day do salad, and then probably by Saturday I can probably throw some fish in because I don't eat meat.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I think fish is a meat, actually, but I would suggest you come to the Great Meat Out on Sunday.
Me and my man, we're sitting there talking about going there. It's Sunday, right? 12 o'clock?
But that is a good transition. Gradually is the key. You know, to wherever you're going back to, gradually is the key.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So that's great.
So I couldn't cheat on Friday night and put a piece of fish inside the salad.
Nah, what's this thing you got about fish anyway? No.
No cheating?
No,
well,
don't
I'm not a full veggie. You know, I don't eat chicken or turkey, but I do eat fish.
Just make sure you got a good transition that you can deal with.
The plan you had initially was excellent, and I would stick with it, sir.
All right, from here into eternity, huh?
No. I'm saying you had a plan to go through Sunday up until Sunday. Stick with it.
Okay.
He's got a Fish Jones going. Okay.
Appreciate it, man.
Let's see you. Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there?
Hello.
You're on the air. Please make your comment quickly.
Yes, I want to know if colonics are safe.
Yeah, colonics are very safe because it's a gentle infusion of water all around your colon.
Especially when supervised in the physician's office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, what
the
we
doctor
do.
is in.
Yeah.
there is what we do. Harriet's very careful. If there's any question, she calls me no matter what I'm doing anyway.
And you have to screen people with inflammatory bowel disease, colitis, Crohn, all that kind of thing. We don't do it.
Bleeding
Forget it.
colon,
Forget
pain
it.
in the colon.
Some people come in those conditions too,
and we
turn them away.
refuse to do it. Yeah.
You need some other things. Okay, caller.
Thank you.
All right. Last caller for the evening. Caller, are you there?
Hello.
You're on last caller for the evening.
Wonderful.
Keep your comment brief. Thanks for calling.
Okay, hi. My name is Kathy. I'm calling about high blood pressure. Can a colonic correct that?
No.
It can be part of a program, but it per se won't correct it unless constipation was the only cause of it. But I think you would need, again, a total program to combat something. I mean, you may need meditation, definitely a change in diet, exercise, all those things. And colonics can be part of your detoxification.
You want to know that we've written a book on reversing heart and artery disease and high blood pressure, and we also have a video that will really give you all the details and all the nuts and bolts to get rid of blood pressure.
How can I get on your schedule to have a colonic with your organization?
Just call the health hotline number, and you'll get the office number.
Wonderful. Thank you for
all right. Thank you.
Take care.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to wrap this show up now. This was a great lively discussion. We thank you, Atlanta, and we'll see you out the meet out on Sunday.
Harriet, closing remarks.
Come in, and I'll give you some lifestyle improvements so you'll know how to eat and drink properly.
Yeah, and Harriet's the colonic therapist at our clinic, the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine. She's also a massage therapist, and she's also having a detox support group every first Monday of each month, the next one being April 3rd. Is that correct?
Correct. 7:30 in the office of Dr. William Richardson, the Atlanta Clinic of Preventive Medicine.
And don't forget, this Sunday, is it Sunday or Saturday? Saturday, we're having the great meet out.
No, it's Sunday.
It's
Sunday,
Great meet out.
March 19th, the great meet out, 7 Sins of Nutrition, lots and lots of entertainment and food tasting. It's at the YMCA on Southwest Campbellton Road, and it's 770-621-5056, 770-621-5056, and we'll see you there, and we'll see you next time we're here.
Don't forget, folks, Wednesday, April 5th, we'll be talking about the #1 dreaded feared disease by men, prostate cancer. So be there with us April 5th at 6 p.m. back on WCLK. For Dr. William Richardson and Harriet Harris, this is John Richardson signing off on WCLK 91.9 FM. We'll see you April 5th.